Hello Aquarians, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, I think it's a sunny day, but I think the Aquas are going to be very dreamy today. Dreamy in two senses. One, the moon is still in the house of dreams, so I think your heart is really kind of connected to a creative project, some sort of romance, somehow that you want to express yourself in your truest form. But you may have a chance of being impatient today, especially in an existing relationship that you're trying to cultivate, or maybe with a particular creative project or a child of yours. That impatience because the moon in Gemini is coming off of a Mars conjunction in the last 24 hours, Mars in its latter half of this transit. That means that you really run out of patience when it comes to your ability to get what your inner child wants. So it's a chance of impatience. It's also a chance of a temper tantrum if it goes too far. But in the background, the Sun today is ruled by Jupiter, and we're in Chapter 2 of Sun Virgo. Plus, right now, Saturn is coming into full power in Virgo. So I thought it'd be a good time to talk about what Virgo means to an Aquarius. Now Virgo, the spectrum of it, if you know Virgos, you know they are critical thinkers. They tend to be known to be critical and complain. The inside out of that reality is that they're brilliant at detail. They can sense a flaw in something, and that is actually very good, especially with things like the Titanic and space shuttle disasters, things that happen in mankind. We need Virgos to be paying attention to this. But sometimes that talent goes too far, especially when working against the self, and that's really what we're going to be working on in the next 2 years with Saturn in Virgo. Now for Aquariuses, what you tend to overthink or underthink, because it can be a development period too for young Aquariuses, is intimacy. Virgo rules intimacy. Now your later Aquariuses, I think probably overthink it. Your younger Aquariuses probably underthink it. So Aquas do have a reputation in their youth to be a little, I don't know, risque. They're not necessarily Virgos in that perspective. They don't really care. They just go with the flow and have a good time. The older Virgos have done that, been hurt, and now they're peeling off intimacy layers. So now that we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo and Saturn is entering, it is time to start being philosophical about what's not working in your intimate life and begin to remove some of that overcomplicated thinking. We'll talk more about it, but I wanted to kick it off. All right, Aqua, that's all we have for Tuesday. See you tomorrow with more. Live, love, be. So God.